What's up, man? It's your boy Anti-Simp back with a new video, and I kind of wanted to talk about something that I saw on Twitter earlier. So this guy had made this post, and he said that fellas, without mentioning money or things it can purchase, what do you think a male should have in his life to be considered a man? And I basically said that we've been conditioned to think that you have to, in order for you to be a man, you have to have conditions that most likely bitches put on us. I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm not gonna get monetized or whatever. But that's just the reality of it, man. I'm not. I feel like that men have been conditioned to think that we have to do certain things in order to be seen as men by everybody, and the reality of it is that we don't. When you've reached adulthood as a male, I don't give a fuck what anybody says, you're a man. You might be a man people don't like, but nonetheless, you're a man, and nobody defines your manhood. There's bad men, there's good men, there's honest men, there's dishonest men. At the end of the day, a man is a man. Whatever kind of man you want to be, have the mentality for it. You want to be a decent man, have the mentality to be a decent man. Help people. That doesn't necessarily mean let them walk all over you either. Help them, be good to other people, and let them be good to you as well. Accept goodness from other people. Well, if you want to be a bad dude, just do the opposite of what I just said. Only care about yourself. That doesn't necessarily make you a bad guy because you only care about yourself. You can't really help others unless you help you. You first. You got to put yourself first. But in regards to just intentionally, just like, just being an asshole. If that's the type of guy you want to be, then be that type of guy. I don't believe in other concepts like, good and evil. I'm just using the language that I'm used to hearing. That's part of the conditioning. Other people in the replies, gave their opinions. I'm pretty sure some bitches gave their opinions. He said, fellas, there's got to be a bitch in this joint. Some people said, be in control of your emotions and use logic and stuff like that. Be a man of your word. Be chivalrous. That's what I'm talking about. That's that conditioning right there. Be chivalrous. Leadership qualities and a cool head. Like none of that stuff really determines if you are a man. And obviously, there's bitches in the comments like because this is something that affects her. And it's like I don't give a fuck what a bitch says. I don't give a fuck what a bitch says, and I don't give a fuck about what a dude who's raised by a bitch has to say about manhood. You know what I mean? You are a man, but I don't like your type of man. Like if this is the fucking Lion King, and the Lion King 2 to be more specific, and you were banished from the Pride Lands, the whole animal kingdom would be telling you are not one of us. And in terms of animal kingdom, this is pretty much represents all the men in the animal kingdom. You don't represent us, man. And y'all need to stop speaking like y'all do represent us. And obviously you got a bitch in here. She's like, being a man of his word is important, and it's telling of a man's character overall and all that other shit. Like, y'all don't give a fuck about none of that stuff. All y'all give a fuck about based off of everything. Obviously it was a bitch that agreed with her, but based off of everything, based off of the actions of women, y'all fucked any type of guy. So all that shit doesn't matter as long as it makes your goddamn vaginas tickle. Did I say tickle? Tinkle. Vaginas tickle. Y'all don't really give a fuck about any of that shit, because y'all fuck anything. Y'all literally just fuck anything. Y'all spend most of your time complaining about men online and that men are trash, and then there are men of their words and you don't choose them. So the opinion about bitches who don't even have men, and most of them are single, it don't really fucking matter. And a lot of dudes said the same social conditioning things as well. Keep his word, have a backbone. All these things do not make you not a man. There's no such thing as you not being a man. At the end of the day, you are a man. Whether people agree with it or not, you are of adult age. And realistically, you are a real man, you know. People, I don't like to use the terminology real man or, you know, real woman, but you are real. If people can touch you, if people can physically touch you and put their hands on you, you know, and you can physically touch them, you are, by definition, real. Not some made up shit to shame you because you don't behave the way other people want you to behave. And I'm gonna keep scrolling a little bit, just a little bit longer, just to illustrate my point that a lot of these dudes have the same social conditioning thinking. And I think I'm gonna provide a link to this tweet, you know, so you guys can check it out yourselves. I'm gonna put it in the comments somewhere. But yeah, everybody else has the same social conditioning. Control your emotions, keeping your word, you know, morals and integrity. Those are things that determine the type of man you want to be, your character. But if you don't give a fuck, then, you know what I mean, you don't got to follow none of these principles. You know, knowledge, skill set, some kind of way to give back to the community. You know, basically just slave yourself out. And another person that said be chivalrous. These are things that you just slave yourself out for society to use you. And you don't got to do none of this shit. You know, you become a man through actions. No, you become a man through, you know, being of age. You know, because when you reach manhood, there are some people that can teach you how to be a man. You know, like, hey, let's say hypothetically, let's say, you know, you admire your father or your uncle, then you could shadow them, like intern with them to learn how to become the type of man that they are. You know what I mean? And because you want to be that type of man, you can do those type of things if, you know, you're a young guy. And it's really never too late to learn how to become these guys, although when you are older, it's harder because you've been conditioned so much to think that this is the stuff that you have to do in order to be considered, you know, a man amongst society. But we're going to do away with these things. If I do decide to write another book, I want to talk about, you know, the first thing I want to talk about is the mentality, you know, stripping away these ideals that people have and you becoming the man that you want to be. Anyway, I think I'm done scrolling. All these people saying the same shit. And if you want to read it, you can. I'll put the link in the description. This is all the time that I care to give this video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumbs down. All of my social media handles are in the description. You know, if you feel like donating, just slide something my way. I won't disagree with your decisions. But you guys take care, and I'll see you at the next video. Peace.